Have you ever wondered why we spent so many years in school learning math, science, and history, but no one really taught us how money works? We learned how to find the area of a triangle or label parts of a frog, but not how to budget, invest, or grow our money. Isn't that a little strange? Money is something we deal with every single day, so why was it left out of our lessons? Could it be that this missing knowledge is the reason so many people struggle financially? What if learning how money really works is the key to living a better life? In today's video, we're breaking down the real truth about money and why understanding it can change everything for you. So grab a seat, stay tuned, and let's talk about the lesson school forgot to teach us. If this topic makes you think, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more eye-opening content like this. The story we were all told. Almost everyone grows up hearing the same advice. Go to school, get good grades, finish college, find a good job, save money, and retire at 65. Sounds familiar, right? This is the path many of us were told to follow. But here's the truth. That plan doesn't work the way it used to. The world has changed, and this old way of thinking is now outdated. Jobs aren't as stable, saving money isn't enough, and retiring at 65 feels harder than ever. So maybe it's time we take a closer look at this safe path and ask ourselves, is it really the best way to live today? Let's break it down together. College degrees don't guarantee success anymore. There was a time when getting a college degree almost guaranteed a good job and a steady paycheck. But today, things are different. Unless you're going into a high-demand field like medicine or engineering, it's not so easy to find a good job after graduating. In the US, millions of students leave college with big loans. Most owe around $30,000 to $40,000 before they even land their first job. Many end up working low-paying jobs that barely cover their living costs, let alone their loan payments. What makes it worse is that college costs keep going up, but salaries haven't grown much. So even if you do get a job, it might take 20 or 30 years to pay back what you owe, unless your parents help you out. The good news? College isn't the only way. Trade schools, online learning, or starting a small business can be quicker, cheaper, and even more successful options for some people. Saving alone won't make you rich. For a long time, we were always told, save your money. And yes, saving is still a smart habit, but saving alone won't make you wealthy anymore. Why? Because most savings accounts only give you a tiny bit of interest, like 0.01% to 0.5%. Meanwhile, prices for things like food, gas, and rent keep going up. That's called inflation, and it usually rises between 3% to 7% every year. So your money actually loses value over time. For example, if you saved $10,000 in the year 2000 and just left it there, today it would only be able to buy about $5,500 worth of stuff. You didn't spend it, but inflation slowly took away its power. So what can you do instead? Start investing. People who grow their wealth put their money into things like real estate, stocks, or their own businesses. These things grow in value over time and help your money beat inflation. Hard work isn't enough. We always hear people say, work hard and you'll be successful. And yes, working hard is important, but it's not the whole truth. If hard work alone made people rich, then every nurse, teacher, firefighter, and police officer would be millionaires. But sadly, many of them still struggle to pay bills. Why? Because success isn't just about working hard. It's also about working smart. Rich people understand how to use their money and time in a smart way. They put their money into things that keep making more money, even while they sleep. This kind of money is called passive income, and it's one of the biggest keys to building wealth. Active income versus passive income. There are two main ways people make money. The first is active income. This means you work for every dollar you earn. If you don't work, you don't get paid. This is what most people do with regular jobs like a 9-to-5. The second is passive income. This is when you keep earning money even when you're not working. For example, money from renting out a house, getting paid from stocks, called dividends, or making money from a business you own. If you're tired of always trading your time for money, then passive income is the better path. It helps you make money while you sleep, travel, or spend time with your family. Credit and debt. Use them wisely. Did your school ever teach you how to build credit? Probably not, but having good credit is super important and can really change your life. A high credit score, like 750 or more, means you get lower interest rates on loans, better credit card deals, and cheaper car payments. For example, someone with a 750 credit score might pay $200,000 in interest on a home loan over 30 years. But someone with a 600 score could end up paying $350,000 for the same loan. That's a $150,000 difference, just because of credit. Rich people know how to use debt in a smart way. They borrow money at low interest and invest it in things like property or businesses that grow in value. This is called using smart debt. It's not about avoiding debt. It's about learning how to use it the right way. The power of investing early. You don't have to be rich to start investing. Even putting aside a little bit of money every day can really add up over time. For example, if you invest just $10 a day starting at age 20 and keep it up until you're 60, putting your money in something like the S&P 500, which typically grows about 8% each year, you could end up with over $1 million. This is thanks to something called compound interest, which is basically earning interest on the interest you've already made. The key here is time. The sooner you start, the more your money can grow. So don't wait. Even small steps now can lead to big results later. Why isn't financial literacy taught in school? Seriously, why don't schools teach us about money? They make us learn things like advanced math, chemistry, and even how to dissect frogs, but not how to budget, invest, build credit, or understand taxes. Doesn't that seem strange? It almost feels like the system was designed to create workers, not business owners. Schools were set up over 100 years ago to train people to follow rules and get jobs, but the world has changed. Today, knowing how to manage money is just as important as getting good grades. Wealthy families often teach their kids these financial lessons at home. That's why their kids grow up to run successful businesses while others are left struggling to get by. The school system needs to change. It's time to admit that the education system is outdated. It doesn't really prepare us for real life, especially when it comes to money. Most students leave school without knowing how taxes work, what interest rates are, or why saving and investing are both important. They don't learn how to buy a home, how to avoid bad debt, or even what a credit score means. But somehow, they know how to solve math problems with letters and numbers. That doesn't seem fair, does it? The good news is, you don't have to wait for school to teach you. You can still learn all of this on your own. And it's never too late to start. How to escape the financial trap. You don't need to be a financial expert to get started. All you need to do is take that first step. Here are 3 simple ways to break free from the financial trap. A. Own assets that make you money. Start buying things that put money in your pocket every month. These could be stocks, small businesses, rental properties. Even small investments can add up over time. B. Grow your financial knowledge. Read books, watch free videos, or take online courses. Learn about how to budget, basic investing, how credit works. Real estate. The more you know, the smarter your choices will be. C. Use smart debt to build wealth. Build your credit score. Once you have a good score, you can borrow money at lower rates and use it to invest in things that grow in value. For example, use a loan to buy a rental property that gives you monthly income. Invest in a business that makes you money each year. By following these steps, you can start to build your wealth and break free from financial struggles. You don't need a degree to succeed. Let's be real, not everyone finishes college, and that's okay. You can still build wealth without a fancy diploma. What truly matters is how much you understand about money and how you use that knowledge. Many self-made millionaires never graduated from college, but they learned important things about managing money, investing wisely, and using their time well. It's not about having a degree, it's about how you apply your financial knowledge. If you know how money works, you can make smart choices that lead to wealth, no matter your educational background. Knowledge is what counts most. Final thoughts. Working long hours won't make you rich, but making smart choices with your money can. Did anyone ever teach you how to invest early, build good credit, or stay away from bad debt? Probably not. But here's the good news. You don't need a classroom to learn. You can teach yourself, and it doesn't take years. Just a few months of learning can change your whole future. So why not start now? What's stopping you from taking that first step? The sooner you begin, the faster you'll move toward the life you really want. If this video helped you see money in a new way, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Who knows? This might be the start of your journey to true financial freedom. Let's keep learning together.